Hello, in this video we will discuss about the gene expression and DNA microarray assay. So let's begin to understand. So first of all, I want to say that the question is what genes are present. It means the gene express and what proteins are produced when the genes express. So the different genes produce different type of protein, and that mechanism is through a DNA into RNA, which that is the messenger RNA, and we will discuss basically. So basically genes are present in the chromosome. So the chromosome is made up of chromatin material. That is the basically histone protein and linker protein, which that is bind the DNA. So the DNA is the genetic material, while the protein is the basically uh, protein is the binding and maintain their structure, as well as used for the methylation and acetylation for gene expression. We will discuss later in another video. So here is the different part of the person contain a different type of tissue. This different tissue contain a same nucleus, but the different uh, activation of the genes in the on the chromosome. So here is the chromosome. Chromosome is basically contain a basically alleles. This alleles is a gene on the locus region, which that is one is the dominant and one is the recessive, or both dominance is known as the codominance or incomplete dominance. So here is the histone protein, which that is DNA is wrapping around the histone protein. 8 subunit of histone protein uh, is known as nucleosome. This nucleosome, histone protein, and linker protein is linked and tightly bound the DNA. So this is the DNA thread. This DNA thread is the anti-parallel double-stranded double helix of the phosphate and sugar backbone, while the nitrogen base. So here is the gene region. So the DNA contain a different type of genes, which that is activated by the gene activation factor. So the gene regulation. So here is the polymerase enzyme, which that is used for after the DNA helicase enzyme to produce RNA. This is the messenger RNA, which that is the transcriptional factor, which that is added to produce the transcription. And messenger RNA contain a cap and poly A tail after the secondary maturation of the messenger RNA by the splicing and intron, which that will be released. So let's begin to understand how to work gene expression and DNA microarray assay. What is the useful? So here is basically we will take the tissue and isolate of one cell. So isolation of cell basically, so we will separate the messenger RNA from it. So what does that mean? Messenger RNA is using for the expression of gene to produce protein. So we know that messenger RNA is the expression of gene in the case of transcription. So we are checking the what is the activation and functional part of the gene in this region. So isolation of messenger RNA from the cell, and messenger RNA take as a sample and use for the reverse engineering DNA template that would have generated the messenger RNA. So that is the template. We are making that template DNA, which that is same copy of the DNA present in the nucleus, which that is using as an activation. So here is the messenger RNA, which contain a poly A tail, which contain adenine, while we are use a primer. Why this primer? Primer contain a TTTT, thymine. Thymine is basically is a primer which that is attached to the messenger RNA to begin the reverse transcription of poly T primer. So we will use also enzyme reverse transcriptase enzyme, which that is the complementary DNA of RNA. So that is basically complementary DNA of RNA, which that is the messenger RNA. And why we are using? Because the messenger RNA alone cannot be detect their function in the microarray assay. So here is the complementary DNA means DNA segments same in the nucleus activated genes. So complementary DNA means DNA segment same in the nucleus activated gene, which that activate the gene. So here we are DNase exonuclease enzyme used to one strand will be extracted RNA and again used in this region is the DNA primer attached to complementary DNA, which that is a pure complementary DNA is formation. So this complementary DNA is basically same in the tissue of the cell, basically cell which that is contain a human body cell, every cell which that's contain a nucleus, and the activated DNA segment is in the nucleus. So that is why here we had generated that DNA for detection and for checking the um, gene is either activated or not. So let's begin to understand the application of the isolation of RNA from different stage of development. So during the fertilization, sperm and egg to fertilize, haploid to diploid. So these haploid to diploid to become a zygote. Zygote when divide, each division from the cleavage to morula and blastula and gastrula, we can find every stage to check the activation and deactivation of the complementary DNA, which that is basically we are using that technique. So here is we separate the messenger RNA from each stages, and this separating of messenger RNA for checking the gene activation on the basis of developmental cases. So here is which we real-time PCR use to create the sample complementary DNA of each stages. So these DNA fragments 1, 2, 3, 4. So for example, we are taking. So when the genes of interest we are inoculated as a sample 1 or 2 or 3 and collectively, so we are checking with the exemplify for the single DNA to understand. So here is we are taking every segments of DNA in the every stages of the isolation of RNA from different stage of development. So when we will isolate, after the isolation, so the reverse transcription will begin to produce as a sample complementary DNA, basically is equal to the DNA which that is present during the expression of the gene. So here is the primer which that is used, nucleotides which that is used for the reverse transcription to begin to produce a double helix DNA. So here is the buffer used for it. This buffer is maintain the activity. So we are put these segments into the thermocycler. So this thermocycler is a PCR mechanism. Many copies of complementary DNA will be produced. After this production of many copies, we will put these different segments of DNA into the gel electrophoresis for separation of the segment on the basis of their density. So we are also getting the sample of complementary DNA basically, which that is we take after the reverse transcriptase enzyme to begin a complementary DNA. This complementary DNA used as a sample into the gel electrophoresis page, so the PCR result will check those. So the sample will put in the first well, while the A B C D E F, that is the result of the PCR to put another wells. So after this, we are giving the electricity to migrate the DNA from negative charge to the positive charge, anode to the cathode, cathode to anode. Sorry. So this segment will be separation on the basis of their density and size. So after this separation of this segment on the basis of their density and their size, so we can match the segment on the basis of normal size of the specimen, which that is we are taking the different stages of the gene expression. So you can identify that genes as a complementary DNA is the basically that gene is expressed in the different stages. So we can check that, check for amplifying product is relevant or not. So when the product will be relevant and the segment will be equal, so it means we can say that every stages that gene is activated and that is inactivated on the basis of showing the color after the microarray assay using that technique we will discuss later. So first of all we should understand here is the human. So let's begin to understand that is the gene expression. So here is the person which contain a different types of gene, different types of tissue on the basis of their region. So the tumor tissue versus normal tissue, tumor tissue versus normal tissue. We are taking the different sample on the different region of the human body. So for example arm tissue, eyes tissue, etc. So this tissue we are separating the one cell to inoculate the messenger RNA from the cytoplasm. So here is the messenger RNA which that is put into the test tube and complementary DNA production and gene of interest we are getting. So that we want to understand genome wide expression and how to all the different genes act together to produce and maintain this functioning organism. So how do all the different genes act together to produce and maintain this functioning organism. So let's begin to understand. We are use the DNA microarray assay. Microarray assays look like the grid. So this grid is basically contain a different type of probe. That probe is basically is RNA type. This probe is basically we will discuss also. So first of all we should understand about what is the DNA microarray assay. This is a grid containing many or even all of the genes of an organism. So the all type of genes are present in the organism which that is present in the microarray assay. So that is why it is most expensive. So this is the prepared grids which contain probes. Probes is basically RNA containing. So here is I am discussing about when we will separate the messenger RNA from the different tissue of containing cell in the cytoplasm after the separation. So the separation mechanism is the different. We will also understand in the next video. So here I am not taking that concept. So here the messenger RNA which that is primer attached, which that is the TTT primer, poly primer, which that is attached and to begin a reverse transcription by the enzyme is reverse transcriptase. And after the DNA, here is the DNA primer, which that is basically used to DNA polymerase enzyme to produce a double helical structure of DNA. After this, we can check by this mechanism to understand that is the complementary DNA are labeled with fluorescent tags. So how it's produced, that tags we will discuss, and template DNA of messenger RNA producing DNA in the nucleus gene. So that is the DNA same like a nucleus in the present in the nucleus. So why? Because during the transcriptional factor transcription. So remember about that. So this is a basically is a grid which that introduced to the array. So here is the array which that contain a grid, and each contain a different type of genes probe which that is want to bind with the complementary RNA. So when we will take the RNA, so here that was the explanation. So here we will discuss about the summary, the summarization. So here is a different type of grids which contain a different type with color tagging with the color of RNA which that is attached by the blocking agent. So those DNA which that's here is the basically different type of hybridization with probe. So the probe will be hybridized with the RNA. So that RNA is basically we are taking from the messenger RNA. So this messenger RNA will be bind in this mechanism. So here is the messenger RNA which that is we are taking. So messenger RNA we are putting in the grid. So hybridization with probe which that is we are doing in this mechanism. So for example, here is the RNA which that is come from the complementary DNA which that is exonuclease enzyme used to RNA which that's conversion and tagging with the color. So this tagging with the color is basically attached. Basically the tagging is of the color in the probe, not into the complementary DNA or complementary RNA. So that means here is the hybridization will be occur. So the different color containing probe will bind with the specific gene on the basis of specificity of the array which that contain a specific gene which that is bind just only one type of genes of interest. So the different colors will be shown. So why is that? So the different color showing that the different genes activated on the different region. So here is basically when we will put the one gene which that is basically attached with the different probes, it means the multiple expression on the region of multiple tissue of the animal. So it means the color show is not same, but the color will be because the complementary DNA is also contain a color. So the color same match to show the color, while on the basis of the different color which can be also bind with the different probe. So it means it show that the different region contain a different type of genes which that is expressing in that case. So it means here is the gene 1 is black, for example, gene 2 is yellow, for example, and gene 3 is the green or red, you can say. So it means the multiple. So this multiple color is basically on the basis of there. So when this green color containing gene of interest will bind with the probe which that is containing a red color containing gene, so that is a different things. It means a different tissue is produce same gene. It means the color is not completely green or not completely red on the basis of their probe and complementary DNA. So it means the intermediate will be formed between the red and green. It means the both tissue activation. It means the both tissue activation. It means the both region of the tissue is activating that gene. So it means that is the basically identification on the basis of color, where the gene is activate and where the gene is inactivate. For example, the gene will be inactivate, it means the color will not produce anymore. So it means the color is not producing anymore. So that means the labeled color of the complementary DNA will not bind, and after the washing the blocking agent will be remain, but the washing away that color containing complementary DNA. So that means the important thing is that so the color show on the basis of binding with a probe to become a hybridized probe, and to show the color mixed color if show, it means the multiple expression on a multiple tissue express, while if not color that is single color show, it means the single expression on the basis of single gene. So that is the microarray assay. I hope you make sense about that. So let's begin to understand the identification of cancer and normal cell. So we can compare also gene expression in a regular cell and a cancer cell. So the normal cell is basically produce a normal color. So it means we can say that it is normal cell. While the cancer cell, if we will compare the normal color to the cancer cell, it means the cancer cell which in the same region of the tissue will produce the different color. It means the different colors means it show the different type of colors. It means the different type of gene is activating, which that is not useful. It means the faulty gene is activating due to produce different color by the same mechanism. So it means the normal cell will produce the color, but when we check the cancer cell after the comparison, so we can say that after the production of different color, we can say that the different gene is activating and disturbing the environment of the cell. So that is the cancer cell, and proliferation is more, so produce different type of protein which that is used for the cancer. So I hope you make sense about that. So thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, like and share.